Have you ever wondered what you would do if you lost everything? I mean, truly everything. Imagine being 35, at what's supposed to be the peak of your life, and finding yourself back at square one. No money, no job, just the experience you've gained. It's a terrifying thought, but it's also an incredible opportunity for a reset. Today, I'm going to share my personal blueprint for how I'd get rich. Not just financially, but in every aspect of life, starting from zero at 35, using the timeless wisdom of Napoleon Hill's classic, Think and Grow Rich. So, picture this. I'm 35 and my world has collapsed. The first thing I would do is not panic. I wouldn't waste a single moment on self-pity or blaming the world. Instead, I'd find a quiet place, maybe a park bench or a library corner, with just a pen and a piece of paper. This is where the magic begins. Napoleon Hill's very first principle is having a definite chief aim. It's not just a wish, it's a burning obsession. So, I'd write down my goal. Not "I want to be rich." That's too vague. It would be something incredibly specific. For example, by the time I am 40, in 5 years, I will have a net worth of $1 million, earned by providing exceptional value in the digital marketing space. I'd write down the exact amount, the exact deadline, and exactly what I intend to give in return for this money. This isn't just wishful thinking. It's a contract with myself. I'd read this statement aloud every morning when I wake up and every night before I sleep. It's about programming my subconscious mind to believe this is not just possible, but inevitable. With my definite aim crystal clear, the second step is faith. Not blind faith, but unshakable self-confidence. At 35, after losing everything, my confidence would be shattered. So how do I rebuild it? Through auto-suggestion. I'd constantly repeat affirmations. I am a magnet for success. I am capable of achieving my $1 million goal. Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. It might feel silly at first, but this is about rewiring the negative thought patterns that lead to failure. It is about building an inner fortress of belief so strong that no external setback can breach it. Faith is the fuel for your definite aim. Without it, the engine won't even start. Next, specialized knowledge. General knowledge, no matter how great in quantity or variety it may be, is of little use in the accumulation of money, Hill wrote. I wouldn't try to know a little about everything. I would pick one field and aim to become an absolute master. Given my goal of digital marketing, I'd ask myself, what's the most in-demand skill right now? Let's say it's AI-powered advertising. Even with no money, the internet is a goldmine of free information. I devour free courses on YouTube, Coursera, read blogs from industry leaders, and practice. I'd spend every waking hour outside of a survival job becoming an expert. I'd find a way to get a simple, flexible job, maybe delivering food or working in a coffee shop, just enough to cover basic needs. This isn't my career, it's the funding for my education. The goal is to turn my brain into an asset that people will pay a premium for. Now, for one of the most powerful principles, the mastermind. Hill emphasized that no one achieves great success alone. You need to surround yourself with a coordination of knowledge and effort in a spirit of harmony between two or more people for the attainment of a definite purpose. So, I'd start networking like my life depended on it, because it would. I'd join online forums, attend free virtual webinars, and connect with people on LinkedIn who are already successful in my chosen field. I wouldn't go to them asking for a handout. Instead, I'd offer value. I've been studying AI ad campaigns, and I noticed a small optimization you could make. I created a short report for you, no charge. I'd offer my growing expertise for free, building relationships and proving my worth. My goal is to form a small group of ambitious, like-minded individuals. We'd meet weekly, share ideas, hold each other accountable, and brainstorm solutions. This collective intelligence is a force multiplier. Their successes would inspire me, and my drive would push them. With my knowledge growing and my network expanding, it's time for step 5. Imagination. Hill said, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." There are 2 types of imagination: synthetic and creative. Synthetic imagination is about rearranging old ideas into new combinations. I'd look at what successful digital marketers are doing and think, how can I combine these strategies in a new way? How can I apply a tactic from the fashion industry to the tech industry? But the real breakthroughs come from creative imagination. This is the faculty that connects with infinite intelligence. It's where hunches and inspirations come from. To access it, my mind needs to be vibrating at a high frequency, which means staying positive, focused, and free from fear and doubt. This is where all my previous work on faith and auto-suggestion pays off. Ideas would start to flow. Maybe an idea for a unique service no one else is offering, or a new way to reach customers. This is the source of true innovation. Next comes organized planning. An idea without a plan is just a daydream. I would crystallize my ideas into practical, actionable steps. My plan would be my roadmap. It would start with small, achievable goals. For the first 3 months, land 3 clients for free to build a portfolio. Months 3 to 6, secure my first paying client for $500 a month, which brings me to the 7th principle. Decision. The most successful people make decisions quickly and change them slowly, if at all. The unsuccessful make decisions slowly and change them all the time. I would cultivate the habit of decisiveness. When I see an opportunity, I'd analyze it quickly and act. Procrastination is the enemy of success. I lost everything once. I don't have time to waste hesitating. I would trust my gut, informed by my specialized knowledge and mastermind group. And I would move forward with conviction. And then the 8th principle, which is perhaps the most crucial: persistence. This is the sustained effort necessary to induce faith. It's the difference between a dreamer and an achiever. There will be days when I want to give up, days when a client says no, a campaign fails, or the money is tight. This is where my why, my definite chief aim, becomes my lifeline. I'd remember that burning desire I wrote down on day 1. I'd read it again. I'd call a member of my mastermind group. I'd remind myself that Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times before he invented the light bulb. Every no just gets me closer to a yes. Persistence isn't just about trying hard. It's about getting up one more time than you've been knocked down. It's the iron will that simply refuses to accept failure as an option. As I start to see the first glimmers of success, I double down on the final transformative principles, the power of the subconscious mind, which I've been programming all along with auto-suggestion, the brain, which acts as a broadcasting and receiving station for thought, and finally, the 6th sense, that creative imagination that connects me to infinite intelligence. At this point, it's not just about working hard, it's about working smart, guided by intuition and inspiration. Opportunities would seem to appear out of nowhere. The right people would cross my path at the right time. This isn't luck. It's the result of aligning my thoughts, beliefs, and actions with my definite chief aim. So that's the blueprint. Starting from nothing at 35, I wouldn't be looking for a job. I'd be building a new reality. It starts with a single, clear thought, nurtured with faith, built upon specialized knowledge, amplified by a mastermind, brought to life through imagination and planning, and driven by decision and persistence. It's a challenging path, but it's a proven one. Losing everything would be the ultimate test, but armed with these principles, it would also be the ultimate opportunity to prove that our biggest limitations aren't our circumstances, but the boundaries we place on our own minds. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, I'd be honored if you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content on building a life of purpose and success. Let me know in the comments which of Napoleon Hill's principles you find most powerful. Until next time, keep thinking and growing rich.